guys, how's it going? So a couple of things. I didn't grade papers like I thought I was, so I'm gonna have to grade papers tonight while playing Factorio. On top of that, I'm also cooking my lunch for tomorrow, so I am going to be managing myself quite a bit tonight. So yeah. So let's go ahead and throw up Factorio. So at least when you're not looking at this mug. You're not looking at this mug. So, oh shit. Probably better if I did that. And where are my headphones? Hey Dragon, what's going on, bud? Alright, so first things first, let me check the pollution. Alright, pollution levels seem to be okay. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing lots of things here, guys, just to let you know. So I'm gonna be grading papers, finishing cooking my lunch for tomorrow, and playing Factorio. Now, thankfully, a majority of this stuff is already, it'd probably be best if I got my, looking at the stream right now, it'd probably be best if I got myself out of the way and moved me over to the side over here. That'd probably be a better thing to do because I feel like I'm on my watermark there. There you go. Alright. So we're currently doing this. Now, where we last left off in the factory, hey, how's it going? Oh man, have you walked in? Hi teacher, I'm a student. Hello student, I'm a teacher. What are you up doing? What am I up doing? A lot of things. This is going to be a very chaotic night. How's it going, bud? But that's okay. Grades are not due until Thursday, so I still have time. Alright? And by the looks of it, looks like I've graded these already. You know, I'm like that too sometimes. I am also shocked about my own cooking sometimes. Oh, buddy. Oh. Did I grade all of these? Are these all graded? Yes, they are. Okay, so they all have a numerical grade on them. I probably just haven't input it in. So that will go to the bottom of the stack. Oh wait, are these graded? Hold up. Wait a minute. The grade fairies must have done this already. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's right. That one is graded. What about this stack? No, this stack is not graded. This is the small, minuscule stack of 15 packets or so has not been graded. This is going to be an easy win. Okay, let me go check on my food. Alexa, check timer.
You have 50 seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
Alexa, stop timer.
10-minute timer canceled.
Alexa, new timer, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Sorry, autocorrect. Oh man. It's you know, this is an amazing feeling when the fairies worked in some. It probably wasn't fairies. It was probably just me comatose while grading. So I don't know how accurate these grades are, but the kids are gonna enjoy it, you know. So it's fine. Nah, sorry. No, can't be anybody's husband other than my wife. Yep. Alright, so we got that down. Military stuff. Let's get going. Okay, so there was a deficit somewhere for sure. But where? Where was this deficit that I was... There was some type of deficit that I was very concerned about. I just don't know where I was concerned. I also know that I was also working on something else. Oh wait, here we go. Alright. Okay, so... petroleum gas. Okay, so this is... that's sulfur. That's being... okay, so that's made into sulfur. Alright, cool. Uh-oh. A confession. You cheated on every single test, and the fact that I was proud of you, and I told you I was proud of you, you betrayed my trust. That's what happened. Damn it. So, wait. Okay, the military ones are being made. Oh, that's right. I was prepping for the chemical ones. That's right. I was prepping for the chemical ones. The chemical ones require sulfur, engine units, and red cards. Can I make red cards yet? I can make red. N1 XORZ. Well, I hate to tell you this. Do I see your last name? Well, I can't say. I can't say honestly, I'm not surprised. Especially, you know, I can't say that I'm not surprised. I can't. And, you know, am I disappointed? I mean, well, yeah, of course I'm disappointed. I'll always be disappointed at a student who cheats, you know. Honestly, I can't really. I need to go to your channel in order for me to see what the picture is because I can't make it out. That's a paintbrush. If I've ever seen one. I mean, what do I mean by not surprised? Exactly what I mean by it. Not surprised. I wouldn't be a teacher. Look, I wouldn't be a teacher for as long as I've been teaching without having some knowledge that a majority of my students cheat. Like, I'd be lying to myself. Like, honestly, like, honest to God, I'd be lying to myself if I thought all my students were honest. Forsaken? Hop on Forsaken. All right, I'll add it to the list of things on Roblox to play. I'll check it out. After shit, what was I doing? Iron plates. Okay, so while those are getting constructed, let me go check on some from Inanimate Insanity. Not familiar, unfortunately. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, I hear that Inanimate Insanity has a super cringe fandom. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll be 100% honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that was the case. Okay, everything's backed up somewhat. Inanimate Insanity is fire. Deaf worth it to watch. Okay. Deaf worth it to watch. Yes. Alright, so... Okay, so this has to be... Oh, shit. Okay, so this was supposed to be coal. Oh, that's right. Here's the coal. Is that a coal deposit? That is a coal deposit. I was working on it. Holy crap. Okay, so I'm not completely useless. I'm not completely useless. Okay. Three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So now I've seen it when it was first being made for like a while ago, but other than that, I don't know anything. No, because then I'll start to attract the cringe fandom. I've seen it when it was first being. Oh, Robert, how's it going, bud? This sounds like a high school yearbook quote. What sounds like a high school yearbook quote? What do I need? I need belts. Oh yes, I have belts. I have belts. I have belts. Not completely useless. Oh. Also, a lot of literal babies watch Inanimate Insanity. I know because my little Alexa, stop. Ah, thank God. Okay, hold on. Alrighty. Okay, good. Turned off the cooker. Ready to go. Alright. No. Has anyone really been far? Even has decided to use even go want to do look more like. I'm sorry? Carissa? Did you have a stroke? What was that? I recommend watching Inanimate Insanity, even though the first season production quality might be difficult to watch, though it does get better. I mean, I'll always give I'll always give something new a try. I didn't think I was gonna like I didn't think I was gonna like Hell of a Boss, but I ended up liking it. So, you know. But I've only liked. Oh shoot, man! I missed it by a whole lot. I don't know why I did that. The ranking of kings looks like ass, but it's dark as fuck. I don't mind that. I don't know why it held that for review. Hell of a Boss isn't a good show. What are you talking about, dude? What are you actually talking about? I mean, yeah, I don't agree. Like, okay, look, I don't agree with Vizzy Pop's politics. I don't agree with her politics, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to consume her art. Okay, um, if it's good, it's good. You know that they're just plain and simple. Um, you know, it kind of like what is I? Oh, I was gonna make plastic here. That's right. I was gonna make plastic. Copy. There you go. It has some questionable things that it covers. I mean, well, yeah, Hell of a Boss is better than Has. Oh yeah, Has Been Hotel. I didn't like it. I watched it. I watched the premiere. Didn't care for it. So yeah, the show's hilarious and well written. I don't disagree. Here's something fun you can look up. I don't remember if it was the Norwegians or the Swedes. Does it really matter? They were Vikings either way. Um, but they did a study where a group of kids watched SpongeBob and another group watched like other stuff. I'm gonna be a little more specific on this other stuff. Okay, so now do I have enough pipes to complete this? Maybe. Okay. After about 4 hours, they tried to give the kids an exam, and the kids who watched SpongeBob not only took longer to do the assignment, they couldn't focus for shit. Also, if you're gonna watch Inanimate Insanity, I recommend looking up a playlist of the order of the episodes, since the second season stops and continues with the third season until it returns to the second. So apparently SpongeBob makes kids stupid. I would agree with that, Robert. Yes. But I think it's just because like I think it has a lot to do with the fact that there's just so much happening on screen, and this is the reason why like kids lack focus. I don't think it has anything else to do with other than that. Okay, there was pipes being made somewhere. There was pipes being made. Where are the pipes? Where are the pipes? Where are the pipes? Pipes over here. Pipes, 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 pipes. That is correct. You're absolutely correct, Carissa. My goal is to be inefficient in some areas and efficient in others. So, you know, it's a win-win for me. So much pop culture you're missing. I'll be okay. I will survive. Knowing that that I just missed out on SpongeBob. Like, honest to God, I really didn't like care for SpongeBob. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why can't I just do this? You know. I swear my brain is just ugh. I have to hop off stream now. It's bedtime. Have a good night, chat. Have a good night, Sigma. Mr. Kennedy, did you draw the stream profile picture? No, I didn't draw it. I did not draw it. Alright. So now I get to do this. Ugh. I'm sure there's a more efficient way of doing this, but I just don't care. Alright, there we go. Alright. Nobody really misses out on Phineas and Ferb. You can always catch it on reruns. You know. Let's see. Well, I was more of a Cartoon Network kid, Boomerang kid. Yeah, I mean, when we could afford cable, you know, Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon were there. You know. Did you AI your stream profile picture? Yes, I did. I've been using a lot of open source stuff, just trying to figure it out, and then I found a really good version of Stable Diffusion, and I've been using that. But my actual profile picture, that was drawn by a friend of mine. What was I gonna do? Cole. That's right. No, we'll do it this way. All right, and then we'll do it. I would run out. I got 4. Yeah, let's see. Hey, maybe not use AI for your stream profile picture. Not to be rude, I think you should go ahead and try drawing yourself. Even if it isn't what you expected at first, it will always come out good. Or ask someone. That's okay. I appreciate the tip. but generally most artists cost money, and because I am a father and a husband, and I have a mortgage, and I have everything else that I need to do, I can't afford an artist. This is pretty much a default, Carissa. This is pretty much default. I didn't even bother to change the settings, to be 100% honest with you. I thought I did, but because I was actually going to do something very very like just chill, but ended up not doing that. Ended up doing quite the opposite. All right, let's see. All right. There we go. All right, so now, where did I park the car? Oh, there it is, right there. I need to go check out this area really quick. Oh wait, do I have another? Do I have? No, I don't. I don't have it. I need iron plates and... Do I have copper plates? I do have copper plates, but I don't have iron. I don't have iron plates. That's crazy. All right. All right, there we go. Get 5 of these bad boys right there. What is that? Oh, that's a gun turret. Okay, I'm totally confused as to what was going on. There you go. You should consider building a car. I wonder if you'll be just as terrible at driving in this game as I am. Oh, I am atrocious. I am atrocious when it comes to driving in-game. Watch out for those. Okay, good. All right, there we go. If I don't run over my own pipe system, I'm not doing my job, or at least hit a tree or two. Let's see. Got some oil right here. When I have bots, they're constantly repairing the messes I make. Yeah, sounds about right for me. I'm hoping to eventually save up enough money to buy the DLC, or I guess it's DLC. It's not really an expansion, is it? Yeah, it's not really an expansion. Well, no, or it's an expansion. I don't know. Is there a difference between DLC and expansion packs? I don't think so. I don't think there is. There we go. Oh no! Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Whew. All right. Definitely a major expansion. I've not played it. DLC can also include minor cosmetic packs that some games want to sell you. Yeah, okay, so like The Sims. There you go. All right. There we go. I have figured out the mystery. Alright, we've figured out the mystery. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. You absolute knobhead. Oh my god. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Do you like doing your free time when you're not being a teacher? Oh man, yeah, I like my free time when I'm not a teacher. How much experience do you have in the game? I kind of gave up on my first playthrough before beating it after building the worst main. I've beaten vanilla and I've beaten with I think they're called Dave's mods. I think that's what it's called. I think it's Dave's mods, which added a lot of substance to it. Currently on my second playthrough, figuring out trains while my see trains. Okay, let me tell you something about trains. All right, I love trains. I absolutely love trains. Some might even say I am autistic for trains. Some might say this. I personally am one of them. But the thing is that trains are really cool. They do take some. Wait, did I hit something that belonged to me, or was that a tree? I think it was a tree. I think that was a tree. I wanna believe it was a tree. Because nothing happened. But oh yeah, that's I've died a few times in my car. Percentage of Fateri players are artistic. I know. I mean, see that. So here's the thing. I love trains. So any game that includes trains, I thoroughly enjoy it. Especially if I get to drive the train. Okay. I play a lot of games like Transport Fever 2, Factorio, Colony Sim Builders, anything that has like movement of goods from one place to another to be made into something else. I love it. It's great. And trains were that was the first thing when I did my first playthrough, and I mean my first ever playthrough of Factorio. I wanted to understand trains because I wanted to use them for everything, right? And so I got a pretty good handle on them. Occasionally I do make some mistakes with like signaling and stuff like that, but man, I hate folding laundry. Hate grading papers. Which I need to do. I could be doing this while I'm explaining this, so actually Where's my red pen? Where's my red pen? Oh, that's a red pencil. Useless. Absolute useless. Oh well, all right. What subject are you teaching? I teach World History AP. That's my subject. At least I can put my warm pants. Put on my warm pants because this house is fucking freezing. Every time I turn off the AC, someone turns it back on. What is the normal temperature for the house? I'm just kind of curious. Okay, so okay, we haven't put a dent. We haven't put a dent into the storage of petroleum. Okay. Do like Ms. Brown used to get a super flexible quill and use it to write the very fancy F when they fail spectacularly. Yes. I need to get. I've always thought about doing that. I've always thought about getting myself a quill pen. Something about doing that. Damn, 67. That is kind of cold. I'm also anemic, so I get cold very easily. My room is also the coldest in the house. Well, they're short answer questions. Some of them, like, this is stuff that I should have graded weeks ago, but I kind of just like threw it on the back burner because I've been getting ready for the kids to do the world history. The AP exam is in May. And so, May 8th, actually. And, been kind of like working with this first year teacher who's my mentor, or my mentee, excuse me, and kind of like showing him the ropes on how to teach and all this other stuff. So, I've kind of been putting things on the background. But a lot of this stuff, like, some of it is just like, explain how either petroleum or nuclear power technology changed society between 1900 and the present. So they need to come up with a short answer response to this. At least a paragraph. Explain how medical innovations in birth control and disease prevention have transformed society from 1900 to the present. Be sure to include both an immediate and long-term impacts on these developments. So it's stuff like that. Okay, so so this is ready. This is right here. Right? This is gonna go like that. Oh shoot. Okay, so alright, so there's the plastic. Okay. Now. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to split these in two. I'm going to split them in twain. I think a lot more consideration should be given to nuclear. Abandoning it seems like a mistake. The main issue of what to do with spent fuel has already been solved to a very... Oh yeah, I'm very pro-nuclear. I'm very... It's pronounced nuclear. Thank you, Homer Simpson. Yeah, I'm a very pro nuclear energy kind of guy. Um, it's clean, it's safe, it's efficient. Um, I mean, compared to like what it was back in the the 50s. Yeah, very much so. You can always try to avoid a Chernobyl style event. You know. There we go. Okay, so this is going to go that way. So we have that. All right, so now I need, what is this? Plastic, copper wire, and green cards. Germany abandoning it and reverting to their absolutely disgusting coal is insane. Yeah, I know. France did the exact same thing. France shut down a lot of their nuclear energy and abandoned it for wind, of all things. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm I don't care for wind farms because they can do some serious damage to the environment, and just the logistics involved in these things are just completely wackadoo. But I do this like that. Whoa! Oh, that's right. I ran out of these things. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Oh, I need all of that. I need a lot of it. Okay, and then damn, I grabbed all of those and it went into 4. Wind is great, but it fills a completely different role in the power supply needs from nuclear. True, like with nuclear energy, you're going to power massive cities. Wind should be for like small rural, yeah, can't pronounce it. In small rural areas, country areas, out in the country, those are the areas that would probably benefit from wind. But still, wind. Those giant fans are just a freaking eyesore. It's just an absolute eyesore. It takes away from the aesthetics and the natural beauty of the land. It's kind of like the same thing with solar, right? You have these huge solar farms that are built in like picturesque areas. Now, granted, does nature, does the aesthetic of nature supersede the necessity of human beings? No, absolutely not. This is our planet. We can do with it as we see fit. If we want to run into the ground, we can. But there should be some form of consideration taken into effect here. I just pronounce it like rule, but with a bit of a twang. It's one word, and I can't say without my accent. Same. Does kind of suck for Europe too. They were scaling it back on nuclear because they got wonderful new pipeline for clean compared coal, natural gas from Russia. That didn't work out. Well, see, now here's the thing, and this is where, like, I don't care what end of the political spectrum you are. I have opinions both sides of the aisle. I will say this: European leaders should have listened to President Trump at the time when he was warning them that they are relying too heavily for energy from Russia. And I'm not trying to make this into a political argument or anything like that. It's Europe's fault for the reason that the position that they are in. And had they not mocked, laughed at the president and heeded his warning, they wouldn't be in the position that they're in now. Do you have a cat? No, I don't. I used to. I used to have a cat, but We had to give her away, unfortunately. You know, it was one of those things where it just, they should have seen the writing on the wall, and he was right. History is always fun. Yeah, always. History is always fun. What are you talking about, Robert? It's the main reason why I teach it, because it's so much fun. I have two dogs. I have two dogs. They're Pomeranians. Okay, so look up the Battle of Blair Mountain. I need to calm down. Love her though. I need to calm down. I don't know what is up with the. Hey world, what's up? How you doing, gamer? Look up the Battle of Blair Mountain, one of the craziest wars, and it wasn't an actual war. I believe it. I mean, it was a battle. It's in the name. They probably both look just like him. My dogs? Nah, no. Well, maybe. Not right now. They don't. They got groomed today. Let me see. I feel like this area needs to be explored a bit, but so overall we're doing fine in terms of pollution control. Wiping out those areas that need to be wiped out. Was that the one where a bunch of coal miners got shot for going on a strike against horrific working conditions? Also fat almost got sent to another word. Also fat almost got sent as another word because of auto anti-woke autocorrect. Yeah. We need less wokeness. Nice thumbnails. Yeah, I know I've been I think they're cool. I think I found a use for Stable Diffusion, which is an open AI source, and it works out pretty well. It took me forever to train it. Oh man, I haven't dived into. When I was in college, I took a class over the labor movement, and that was a fun class to take. That was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that class. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, so where is okay? I've lost the oh, there they are. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. I was gonna pick up. I was gonna pick these up. Totally forgot what I was gonna do. Okay. All right, there we go. And then this is going to work out like this because magic, right? almost there. God, this takes up so much. Random, but my grandma told me today she made a Discord and was like, your grandma is hip and cool still. Apparently my aunt made her set up one so she could stream play her game. What game is she streaming? Okay, these are why are these coming in the way they are? Oh, that's why. That needs to be changed. For sure, for sure. Okay, so while that's going on, let me take a look at this. Oh. Oh, but I swear to God, if I ever come across like audio of like people my age talking about Discord kittens and and whatnot, I am just gonna like just throttle myself. It's still working. Identify one medical innovation that increased the ability. Medical innovation that increased the ability of humans to live longer. Were the spread of antibiotics. Okay, very good. Energy. Okay. Hey, all right, good job. Let's see. I think one of the Assassin's Creed games, don't know which one though. Your grandma plays Assassin's Creed? Well, my grandma ain't that old. She's in her late 50s. Face reveal when? Face reveal is right now. All right, Chad. I got 2 out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I got 2 out of 22 papers that I've graded. You'd be surprised. Oh, and you are the mother? Is that? Oh, okay. That DNA test. I thought I misunderstood. I misunderstood the project or the assignment. Excuse me. Let's see. Wait. What is it with the antibiotics, vaccines, surgical techniques, telemedicine, genomics, stem cell surgery, robotics and surgery? Yeah. Several vaccines, insulin production, modern surgical methods. Yeah, I mean, generally, I mean, you know, I know that some of the kids were kind of like, why are we talking about birth control, Mr. Cantu? Why are we talking about birth control? because it is a medical innovation that came out, and it's very important. You know, or like this one. Exactly, right? I'm pretty evenly like 38%, 32% Ukrainian. Surprisingly, 13% Scottish and 9% British Northwestern European. It's insane how controversial it was for doctors should wash their hands. Oh, absolutely. You know. I mean, I joke around with my students, and I told them, I said, you know, when women used to get hysterical, they used to commit them and give them electroshock therapy. I was like, good times, you know. It's actually really funny because a lot of my students really do believe that I am like some type of some type of like sexist maniac, which is fine by me. I don't have a problem with it, to be completely honest. Oh, you didn't really? That's all right. Okay, so that's right. I gotta bring these cards now over here. So how can I bring these cards over here? See, this would be a great place if I had bots, but I don't have bots. Okay, so I need to, yeah, about right here. Okay. Alright, so while that's being built, let me create another paper. Now, the trick is like, so my students will have these short answer questions, and they come into threes. One is always asking the student to identify something, and generally that's what they need to do. They need to generally just identify whatever it is that the question is asking them to identify. There's no need for an explanation, just identify them. The problem is a lot of my students feel like they need to be long-winded in their identification. You know, my proudest moment in AP World History was the absolutely mortified look of the teacher as me and the other classroom troublemaker out of nowhere decided to sing the Pokemon theme song very terribly. Unfortunately, my students are not that exciting. They would rather be on their phones than do anything creative like that. Victorian doctors treated hysterical women by pleasuring them most often against their will. Yeah, that's true too. And hysterical was basically any woman that could think for themselves. The only time in history where the Victorian period, absolutely. So yeah, so with the students having to identify something, it's just a matter of them just identifying it. So like this student right here, vaccines increase the ability of humans to live longer. The same what? Okay, I don't know. Why did you add this? This is not needed. I don't think they were paying attention. I think they were tweaking out. Explain one way in which energy technologies changed the world from 1900 to present. Energy technology allowed petroleum and nuclear power to exist and made transportation easier and faster. Okay. Communication, radio can allow millions. Okay. Yeah. You know, I had a teacher that once said, "Want to know why black people love watermelon?" Oh God, because watermelon came from Africa. We thought he was joking, so we awkwardly laughed. But then he said, "No, for real." Same with the fried chicken. Okay, this student made a 100 on this. Oh, it's her. This student, she does really good work, but she second guesses herself. That's absolutely annoying. She's actually very bright. She just is always second guessing herself. It's kind of annoying. But I can understand, I guess. Okay, now we're starting to see it get backed up. Look at that. Alright. Okay, so this is going to have to travel faster, right? Oh, I might have to increase the number of copper wire being produced. By the looks of it. There we go. All right, that's a little bit better, but I think I'm gonna have to increase the number. If you have any students who learn extremely quickly, barely pays attention in class, aces most tests but rarely turns in homework, that's me. You. 10 years ago. I'm not a student now. I really should have done homework, but I was lazy as hell and my grades suffered for it. I mean, I wish I had students that did that, but I don't have students that do that. My students are procrastinators. They are grade A procrastinators. They're good kids. They're good kids, but it is just they procrastinate heavily. He was the new chorus teacher that replaced our old one, like towards the end of the senior year. Not gonna lie, dude looked like a crackhead, tall and lanky and disheveled. He also made the comment after we did a listening assignment to a gospel song. Oh wow. Okay, so this is gonna go here and there. Okay. And so then we have this. Okay, and then I probably should upgrade all of these factories that are right here, but okay, so that should increase. That should help increase just a bit. As an agnostic, there's definitely some pretty good gospel music. Choir music in general. I like the chants. Gregorian chants are beautiful. I particularly am fond of them. Okay, so now I have plastic. Oh, I also need copper wire. Oh, I need copper wire. Of course I need copper wire. What, you know, of course I need copper wire. Oh, man. Okay, so what do I have here? Okay, these are copper plates. I swear, if it's if it's not one thing, it's another. Okay, what do I need here? A bunch of iron. And then a bunch of copper. Let's see, as Byzantine chants too. The Byzantine Empire is a sorely undertaught period of European history. Oh yeah. I'm not religious, but grew up going to church, a black church that most of my dad's side of the family went to. Music and food was the best part. I do think there's a meaningful distinction between it and the Roman Empire. I draw the line at the end of the reign of Heraclius, when it lost most of its territory to the Caliphate. I mean, absolutely. There is a huge distinction between the two, especially since you have the creation of Eastern Orthodoxy to that of Roman Catholicism, because both felt the Roman Catholic Church and then the Eastern Orthodox Church both felt that they were the remnants of the great Roman Empire. And hence, the schism that came from it, or I should say the schism. I guess it depends on how you want to pronounce it. Start research. Okay, so that'll be like the last of the military ones that are gonna be on there. I did take a music history class. There was a pretty large section about religious chants and music and how it carried it into the present times and modern religion. I took a music history class too in college. It was great. Teacher was definitely like, dude was a hippie. There's no beef, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This dude was a hippie, but he was pretty cool. He wasn't a bad dude. His main focus was like 60s era anti-war rock and stuff like that. So like that was his thing, the Beatles and whatnot. Yeah, oh man, come on. This is drying up. This is drying up. I guess I'll have to use this one. I didn't want to use it, but I'll use it. I prefer red. I just don't know what happened to my red ink pen. I want to visit Istanbul. If the university I'm going to has one, I will take it. It's pretty fun. I would definitely recommend it. I want to, and that and art history. Art history was very, very interesting if you enjoy, from ancient art to, I would probably say up to the classical, maybe Renaissance period. Someday, if they get a different leader, I fear I would be at risk of a hate crime over there right now. I want to see both the Roman and the Islamic Turkish architecture. Islamic architecture is absolutely amazing. Some of the greatest buildings in Spain were constructed by the Caliphate. There are mosques and repurposed as churches. Well, I took it in College World. I don't think most high schools offer that. That wasn't a class. That was just a bunch of burnout, smoking weed, and discussing Joplin. We didn't discuss Joplin. Joplin was like one of the few things we did discuss. I remember listening to the... What is it? I think it was... Was it the Rolling Stones? I think it was the Rolling Stones. Yes, it was the Rolling Stones, because we listened to the song Sympathy for the Devil, and we had to dissect it and talk about it, so... I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Oh, this pisses me off to no end. Like, oh, I don't know why it's doing that. I took a semester at a college class of art history cosmetology. Oh, I showed up every day with his eyes bloodshot. Real. I prefer, I like the word fucky. It's a good word. I don't know why they censored it. Mods, get on top of that. I don't know what you're writing. Dude, like, how can you sit here and say that this is this is terrible? I mean, I guess that's right. No, this is not right. None of this is right. What the absolute... Oh, this is depressing. This is absolutely depressing. Oh my god, and you didn't even bother to do this? Jesus. This could have saved you. This absolutely could have saved you, but no. No. Oh my god. It's my penance. It's my penance for being a horrible person. Cosmology as in space science and not cosmetology as in beauty products. Ah, well. I took astronomy. Astronomy was a lot of fun. I had to replace it was a natural science. History teacher says that sometimes grade AP exams for College Board and said her most memorable experience is when someone drew a giant crying snail in the place for the essay question. That does seem like something. That definitely seems like something somebody would do. All right, so now, okay, they're the plates right here. So these are the copper plates. Okay. Yeah, I've had a bunch of students like when I go in to grade their essays on their tests, most of the time they tell me, they write me a full blown apology letter saying like, hey mister, I'm so sorry, I wasn't locked in. I'll try to be better next time. Next time comes around, it's the same thing. Like, I also know that like a majority of my students cheat as well too, so it's just like that doesn't benefit them as on anything, but it's what they want to do. So I've tried different methods to get them to stop doing that. It would be funny to have the ability to chat, for chat to trigger the sound of a biter attack. Oh, that would be hilarious. I see people write essays, but it'll be like 3 sentences per paragraph. Yeah, and that's the norm, and I hate that so much. That the students, especially nowadays, will always ask me, "Mister, how many sentences are in a paragraph?" And I will always tell them, however many you need to explain your point. You know, I it is. It's absolutely disastrous for student learning. You know, but also teachers are also abusing it to create entire lessons and not double checking what ChatGPT is doing. My school district has a very bad habit of doing that. That it will utilize ChatGPT to create lessons. I remember, I mean, I don't remember when you drew them, but I do remember, I mean, I remember Beavis and Butthead. Yep. There are a lot of teachers that use AI tools to create whole lessons, and they don't double check their work, and they just give it to the kids. Whole districts are using AI to generate entire curriculum, and it's disastrous because they don't go and check the work that they need to do. I remember I had a conversation with a couple of my classes because I had noticed that they had been using ChatGPT on some of their tests. Yeah, and they don't, you know, that's always the funny thing because they won't paraphrase it, but also too, ChatGPT has a way of like like bolding some words or italicizing, and it just looks really awkward, and then it's just they copied and pasted and didn't even change the font or didn't even do anything about it. It's really funny, but also sad at the same time. All right, so and okay. So now that we have that, if you copy and paraphrase, it would be slightly better because it's just a significantly dumber version of doing the same with Wikipedia. Yeah. You know, the cards, plastic. Where's the plastic at? I forgot where I put the plastic. I put the plastic down here. A lot of my students don't take themselves seriously. Like, they don't. The new I have to do a little 800-word essay for an assessment in history class. I got it done in the same period while the kid next to me was using ChatGPT. 800 words isn't even that much. It's not. Honestly, Wikipedia isn't even that bad these days. There's significant quality control and has been well for over a decade. Just read the damn article if you're going to do that. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. I would not advise any of my students to use Wikipedia because they have a hard time interpreting bias. And a lot of the articles, there is a, now granted it's history and history will have a stint of bias, but generally I want them to form their own natural opinions and not have a copied and paste opinion, artificial opinion based off of whatever it is that they read. Okay, we're gonna filter plastic. So it was you training ChatGPT to say gas the Jews. How dare you, sir? Somebody contact the ADL. Turns out it wasn't the only one training it. Group of professors did the same. You should recommend students to check the talk pages on articles too. If something's controversial, it'll become clear really quick. Yeah. I have this one student. She's absolutely amazing. She's actually become very much my favorite student. She's highly opinionated. She has something always original and very clever to say, and she actually she's just amazing overall. And it makes my heart swell with pride with the fact that I'm her history teacher. And because she told me actually about a week ago, and she told me she was like she had been contemplating dropping the class because it's too difficult, or it's you know, it's this and that. But then she got kind of used to the way the chaos is in the classroom. And I will admit it's partially my fault and partially not my fault, but I'll take full responsibility for the chaos. Oh, man. Okay, so now that I have, I need to produce these particular ones right here. So I'll have the cards, I'll have the copper cables, and I have the plastic. So I just need to put them somewhere where yeah, and I wish I could say like the chaos is entirely, I wish I could say that the chaos was entirely my doing, but it wasn't, unfortunately. What are we looking at in terms of energy? Oh, we're doing so fine in energy. It's not even funny. We're not even consuming a whole lot of it. Biased like the Barbie Museum. All right, let me. While those are being constructed, let me check the map one more time. Check on the pollution. Ooh, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. I probably should set up something over here. Okay, well, actually, let me go ahead and do that right now. Let me grade it. Let me grade 3 papers, and then I'll go back to what I was doing. There we go. It was my first performance in front of universities, and I was the only one sitting on stage due to my knee. It was really embarrassing, but it's very satisfying when you finish going over a song and it sounds amazing. Absolutely. Well, there was a long time ago. Hey, Robert. I just something popped into my head. You probably have a better memory than I do. Look at you taking credit for other people's social development. I need you to think back to 1990, somewhere between 97 and 99. There was a kid had no protection against changing the names of files or folders within the individual class folders and no way of logging it. There was this kid that hung out with you specifically. I don't know why he popped up in my head. He just popped in my head all of a sudden. I'm seeing his face. Hispanic kid. He didn't wear glasses. He had gym with us at Laco. He was a bit of an asshole. I couldn't stand him, but he still hung around us. Like he always like took the. He also went out of his way. It didn't matter what the situation was, but he always went out of the way to insult me in some fashion, whether it was my weight or my glasses or something. Do you remember that kid's name? Okay, so that's wrong. Minus 25%. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's like 13 here. So 13 out of, how many did you miss? 1? Yeah, he missed 1 out of 13. He also didn't do the back part, so that's 25% off his grade. That brings him down to a 65, roughly. Okay. Yeah. That was 1. Cause of environmental change from 1900 to present and with the industrialization and globalization. How is it that you can write something but yet absolutely talk about nothing? It's a gift. It is a gift. I mean, yeah, they did, but um, Wilbur, I didn't. Me and Wilbur were eventually okay towards high school. I didn't have an issue with Wilbur. Devin, Jimmy, Chris, Rudy. Was it Rudy? Or was it Ricky? I don't know. He looked Asian. I know that. He was Hispanic. He looked Asian. Looked like he didn't get much sleep. He always had bags under his eyes. Um, could be the poster child for like abuse commercials. Um, wait. One more. And then I'll stop. Or not stop, but I'll go back to the game real quick. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. Where was I? There's the car. Just said global firewall to disable file extension. World, you should have come and talked to me, man. I would have told you how great Beastars was. I definitely could have told you how awesome Beastars is, and I haven't even you know, low key it's pretty legit. You already had like half a year ago. Ooh, BNA is really good too. I really enjoyed BNA. Yeah, BNA is pretty good. I love the art style. It's really good. No, it was. I don't think it was Devin. No, I remember Devin. I don't think it was him. Okay, so I guess what I'll do. So here's the plastic. Where are the cards? The cards are right there. So that means I need to put. Okay. I'm gonna be like extra stupid here. Not that you know. We'll do 5 at first, and then we'll see if it's worth it. Okay. Then what we'll do next is okay. Ugh. This is gonna hurt, but it has to be done. Okay. And then that was that. Now I need the copper wire. Copper wire is down here. Yeah, I personally don't. I don't know why his face just popped into my head. So I don't know. Maybe you're talking about one of the twins, Ruben and Michael. Maybe. I enjoyed the style and themes of BNA. Presentation of religion was very interesting. I haven't watched Dungeon Meshi yet, only because my sister kept begging me to. And Dungeon Meshi is actually pretty good too. Made with cynical intent. Positive social institution. True. Possibility. Okay, so I need to... Okay. Alright, and then finally... Alright, so... Alright, so now we have cards. So we have sulfur, cards, and engines, and those are all going to be made into that. I'm not a big anime person. I don't like Mob Psycho, Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm adding Beastars to the list. I watched the first few episodes of BNA. It was really mid to me. Ugh, that hurts. That hurt my soul. You wound me, world. How could you? You wound me. There we go. Then again, I speak the language, so I don't know, dub holds up. I think I may have been a critique of Christianity, showing the evil of cynical megachurches and the social good of generous religious institutions that focus on helping the masses. Mob Psycho is pretty good. The Tumblr sexy man. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, okay, now we're now we're actually going to start getting into the bots now pretty soon. Okay, so I feel like I need to add. I need to add some more science domes. Oh no. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Alrighty. Some teachers, I swear. Alright, guys, it's a little bit past 11. Time ran away from me. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I need to hurry up and get to bed. Actually, I got to finish packing my lunch and stuff like that. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So I will see you all Wednesday night. I don't know what we're gonna do to Wednesday night. I don't know what is going to be on Wednesday night. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, I know what we're gonna do Wednesday night. Wednesday night, we are going to be taking a look at Stellaris for the first time. It's going to be my first ever serious playthrough in Stellaris, and I've had it now for some time, and that's what we're going to look at. We're going to play Stellaris for the first time, and it's going to be a serious playthrough. That's right. That's what we're going to do. All right. The Sal manga was way better. I mean, I like the show, but I like the manga more. So yeah, so we're gonna do a serious Stellaris run. It's gonna be my first time taking it serious. So we're gonna see what I can do here. So I will see you guys Wednesday. All right. Take care of yourselves. I will see you back Wednesday night. All right. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. God bless. All that good stuff. All right. See you later.